Small account challenge started with $70. Okay, today was bad for me. I just wasn't on top of my game. Powell spoke to Congress. It just wasn't a good day to trade, and I probably should have stayed out of the market. My reaction time was off. Just wasn't taking profit. Wasn't cutting losses when I should have. As you can see in pre-market, we were down. TikTok banned news made snap bracket. I entered here. Why would I enter here? We're on a 5 minute chart, but why would I enter here? I was still looking for a push to the high today. It was a cheap contract. And I figured, well, hey, short risk. Um, Push day rejected. Entered some more. See this little wick right here. Pushed up. Didn't sell again. It was actually in profit because I had averaged down. Took a loss, sold somewhere down here, and just really screwed myself. Um, I was like $11 loss somewhere around there. Um, yeah, it was $11 loss. It just was bad. It just wasn't good entries, wasn't good exits, wasn't sticking to a plan. Didn't really go in with a plan. Woke up, seen this, said, okay, we might push higher. Powell started to speak, sold off hard. SPY sold off like $4 in a matter of minutes. Instead of cutting, I just held it. I think my mindset was like, oh, it's cheap, zero to hero, but that's not what we're doing on this account. We know we're using risk management, A+ setups, and none of these was all high risk entries, high risk plays. And the crazy thing is, I actually went up here, went into profit, came up here, went into profit, and still didn't sell until I got down here and end up losing like 40% or something like that. I had two contracts. Yeah, it might have been like 25%. I had two contracts. I think they were like $12 each. I added in my average, got down to like 14 or something like that. It was cheap, but it just wasn't good. It just wasn't good at all. Yeah, I mean that's all I can say, and it just sold off for the rest of the day, and nothing came out of that. I made it chop down here in this demand, but yeah, I mean, entered high, didn't wait for the pullback, was looking at least for the fair value gap. I did enter in the fair value gap and on this wick, but I just didn't take profit. Like I said, I averaged down. I think the highest I got was like 10% instead of selling and taking them up pebbles, to build these bricks. I just wasn't focused today, and today was bad. I actually also took a trade on Del, which is Delta Airlines. Same thing also. So entered high, breakout entered high, went into a little profit, things like 10%. Came down, added to my position, right? Added to my position. Got in some profit again. I sold here. Took another entry. Sold one for profit. Sold one for profit. I basically was playing with like two contracts each time. I actually was down pretty well on it. I think the most I was down on the day was honestly like $30 or $40. And I end up ending the day down like 16. But taking all of these contracts also brought in commissions, which is about 50 cent open and close. So I took about, I don't know, maybe like six trades. That's $6. It's not good. That's another thing about a small account challenge on a brokerage like TOS that has commissions. You also have to be mindful of that because those commissions will eat up your money. So, I had a lot of conviction in this. Apple still was kind of trying to push up, and SPY was still pushing up. So I end up, like I said, my third entry, boom. I mean, we came down. I was down. I just held, and we pushed back up, and that was the perfect sell here at the top because we sold right back off for the rest of the day. Um, Two trades. Didn't trade SPY just because of the way it was moving. Because of Powell's 2.5 hour Q&A with Congress, which also goes on tomorrow. So I will actually, I don't know, I may sit out tomorrow. Like I said, we're looking for A+ setups on this account. So now we back. We was at $93, $91 yesterday. We back down to 70 between, the laws and commissions and all the other little dumb fees. So we back basically at break even. I even took a loss on my bigger account. Not a lot, just like $50. And I did the same thing on my bigger account. I literally went into profit and just didn't. So I was just slow to react to everything today. I think the market gave a lot of fake outs. Like it like every time it picked a direction, like it wanted to do something, but then it just didn't, and it just would chop around. And it was just one of those days. Actually, we can check out SPY real quick. And I'll just show you. It was like, from open, we just sold off, and I seen like this like falling wedge, and we started to pop out, and I was like, all right, cool. It's falling wedge. You might actually get, and this is what happened, and this is a prime example of breaking out, coming back to retest. Then what you would have looked for, you would look for a breakout, come back down to retest, and we go, right? And when they say is if it's a real move, it'll come back down, retest, and break back out. And as you can see, it broke out, came back down, retested, failed, and we fell on down all the way into the end of the day. And tomorrow we have, like I said, Powell speaking again. So, we'll see what it do. We'll see what it do. Luckily I'm back at break even, so we'll be able to still take some good trades. We can make the $16 back up as long as we find some A+ setups. Mainly on this account, I was looking to trade SPY, QQQ, and maybe IWM, but I will, take, stocks around those ETFs that seem to be moving. And I mean, the two stocks that I did trade, I can't say they were a bad choice for the day, because as you can see, DL did make the move I was looking for. Delta and Snap, it actually did. If the market had actually held up today, I think Snap probably would have pushed it into the 13s. But yeah, just looking at SPY, I mean, that's what I was going off. I was watching. I'm like, okay, we got this little falling wedge. Okay, cool. We might just pop out of it. But I mean, we just kept coming down, and I mean, we hit all the way down to 397. So what we'll see what we get tomorrow. Like I say, please like and subscribe. Donate to the channel. My Cash App, Slick Hefner. Slick Hefner is the Cash App. Send $1, send 2, 3, 5. I'm not asking anybody to send hundreds, 50s. What I'll do is I'll just add them into the account. Maybe it covers some commissions, and just keep this thing going just in case we blow it up. But the whole reason for this is learning, getting better. Recognizing our mistakes, seeing what we did wrong, going back over, reviewing trades, looking at entries and exits while we entered. As you can see today, my game was totally off once again. And tomorrow's another day. Like I say, 22% is a little bit too high, for the account size. But at the same time, it's kind of hard not to, you're going to take kind of $10, $15 losses at the same time, trading such a small account, because it's so small that the percentage of losing 50% on, a $70 account isn't really hard. I think I went a little too aggressive today with it being Fed news and, Big Daddy Powell speaking. The market literally hangs on every word he says, and it's crazy because, if the Republicans spoke, the market seemed to push up. When the Democrats spoke, it pushed down. It's crazy. And like I said, tomorrow you got to deal with the same thing again. But we'll see what we get. I mean, I'm sure we'll find a move somewhere. The most important thing is letting the trade come to you. And I kind of let the trades come to me. I found those, but at the same time, I just didn't execute well. And, if anything you learn from a loss is that it's a lesson. And if you learn from your loss, is it really a loss? It's really just a lesson. That's what makes you a better trader, recognizing things, sitting back, looking at the charts, reviewing what you did. And that's why reviewing what you did and journaling is so important. And that's what these videos help me do. I can go back over them, and see the mistakes I made. So this is just not just a challenge just to get YouTube views or things like this. This is actually a challenge to make me a better trader and see and be able to go back over in real time with videos, you know, years to come of what I've done wrong and mistakes I've made and how I've progressed. And, I hope anything I said here helps you. Um, Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Tell a friend. But yeah, today's execution was horrible. Um, you know, I went against my rule of see profit, take profit, because at the end of the day, building this account is about using taking pebbles, turn them into bricks, and to build a house. And when I had pebbles on the table, I did not take them. Slap myself on the wrist. I won't beat myself up. I won't lose any sleep. But I will be back tomorrow to see what we can get. Thanks for watching. Slick the Trader, Stock Market Mindset.